Well, my next guest was for 4 years a member of one of the most famous bands in pop history. She's now embarked on a solo career and doing very nicely, thank you. Will you welcome Geri Halliwell? Lass, you look great. You really look good, you know.
Thank you very much.
And life's good at the moment for you because you've got plenty going on. You've got a solo career now. The documentary that you did, yeah, and it got very good viewing figures. And but what did you think? I mean, did that turn out the way you hoped?
I think that documentary, I didn't actually know where it was going to end up. And I mean, it's very hard to be objective about yourself for 90 minutes of film, and that was a moment in my life when I was really vulnerable. You know, I had half consent on, say, what went out. You know, it was one person's point of view. It was great. You know, Molly Donini made it. She's a very talented woman, if she's watching, hello, and we ended up being friends at the end. You know, but
do you think, I mean, you were bearing your soul, weren't you, there? Were you brave or you foolish
I mean,
in hindsight?
you know, maybe I'm a brave fool, but I think so. But I think the reason why, you know, I allowed it to go out in the end was because I think it's important to show that everybody at one time in their life feels insecure or lonely, no matter how many friends or what family you have. Everybody has a moment in their life, and I thought it's really honest to show it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're the top of the world, whether you've got, you know, you're successful. Everybody has a moment of crisis in their life, and I thought, you know, it's honest. I think the millennium, the new age, is about being real, being honest. We're all human, we all poo, we all wee, and we're all going to die, and that's one thing we've got in common, you know. And you know, we should show that. I'm sure you've had all of it.
But no, you're right. I mean, I do think to be, and you were brave. I think it took a certain amount of bravery. You did say, you said in that documentary that you wished you had a mentor. Have you found your mentor?
Well, yes. No, I think, you know, you get little bits and bobs of advice from different people, not just one, really. I have, you know, some great people in my life, and I feel very...
There's not one person that's sort of directing you or giving you direction?
You know, sometimes you can just be, I don't know, sitting, just... My mother would give me something very straight and honest, you know.
But probably her judgment on theatrical matters wouldn't be what you need.
She'd probably say, for God's sake, what were you doing? But,
is she Spanish?
Oh, yes, that's my... Yes, she is.
What about a manager? Are you managing yourself still?
I am.
How are you doing?
The Leo me just won't let go. I wish there was two of me, but it's very hard. It's like finding a good husband, you know, a good man. Hard to come by these days.
Can't you delegate? Do you have to have the reins yourself?
I kind of do delegate, but, you know, it's finding... And I want to, you know, just be the artist. If there was two of me, it'd be great. But it's just finding that other person to trust them. You know, this is my life, my career. So it's tough. Have you got a good manager? Yeah,
I've always had a good manager, been fortunate, but I think more important than a good manager is your own self-belief and follow your instincts.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Sometimes you can, you know, you've got to listen to that. You'll be getting advice from everybody. The only person that's going to know is yourself at the end of the day.
Well, you know what's right for you. The last time you sat on this couch, you were one of the Spice Girls, and
it's a bit crowded.
There was a lot of that. Whatever you think now, at the time, you had tasted the kind of fame that only a handful of people ever experience, right? And you were really flying high. Were you aware just how famous you all were?
I don't think you ever, you know, fully are aware. In the morning you don't wake up and think, yeah, my God, I'm really famous today. It's just, you know, slight events. I don't know, when there's a big crowd of fans waiting, when we turned on Oxford Street Lights the first time, you know, that kind of hysteria when you see it, and you think, wow, they really do like me. It's just little moments. It's not every day you think it.
Any regrets about it? Was there any one moment you thought, oh, what have I done?
Oh, I think we can all think, you know, what was I doing, what was I saying then? But, you know, there's no point in regretting anything in life. I think the mistakes are just as important, you know, as, you know, the good things, because you learn from the mistakes. Every time you fall over, you know, you think, why did I fall over? And you just learn to pick yourself up and, you know, get a thicker skin. Or
the time when you left the girls and the transition period between being a Spice Girl and becoming Geri herself, That obviously was a strain, a problem.
Yes, it was very strange.
But one good friend seemed to turn up. George Michael was very helpful, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was very helpful.
How helpful? You know, with guiding you?
I think, you know, in life we all need, I wouldn't say role models, but people just to give you advice and just to show you. So, sometimes you need a shoulder to lean on, and he offered that. You know,
Were you worried about going solo, singing solo?
Of course I was. You know, I don't claim to be the best singer in the world. You know, all I know is that I like making people smile. I write songs so everybody can sing along to. There's always a good melody, and I really believe in that. And but I didn't know if I had enough confidence at the beginning to pursue
Did George give you confidence?
I think he did. He really did. He just said, take your time. He did really encourage me.
What about movies? I hear you might because didn't you in the documentary, didn't you go along and talk about trying to be in a Bond movie?
Yeah, I think we all have fantasies about different things, and you know, if I was to do a film, I want to love it. You know, the Bond thing is, I think we've all seen it as children. I mean, I've been offered lots of, you know, silly roles, and people have made things up. Like they said I went for a Charlie's Angels. There's another one they've just said I've gone for Mary Poppins.
Yeah, what about that?
Can you see? I don't think I could replace the original. Come on.
No, but I
wouldn't even dare.
I heard the BBC were doing, I think it was 12 half-hour episodes, and that you had agreed to play the Mary Poppins role. It's going to be called A Spoonful of Sugar.
Oh my God. No. I
heard that you... No. I heard another thing. These are all rumours I heard. I heard that you were going to play for Channel 4 a new series, The Life Story of Lady Godiva.
I'd be good at that, but no.
You didn't do that?
No, that's not. At the moment, I've been offered lots of things, you know, I'm very grateful for that, but I really want to focus on what I'm doing now, you know, and this album, I'm so proud of my album. You know, I've written 10 tracks that, you know, I believe that are really good.
Does it worry you when you get criticism? I mean, for instance, I couldn't understand, and I mean this, I couldn't understand some of the press attitude to your single, which went straight into #2, and one or two people made it sound like it was a flop. I mean,
know, it was only 700
nose.
behind.
Pardon?
It was only 700 copies behind. You know, I was just like, my God, this is fantastic. Do you know what I mean? This is my first solo record. You can't take anything for granted. So I was dead chuffed.
You're doing quite a bit of charity work. I mean, that was interesting when you auctioned all the dresses things. Is that right, by the way? You know the Union Jack one that you had?
Yeah.
That it brought £36,000 for charity.
And apparently the guy that bought it...
A guy bought it?
A guy bought it to wear around in his kitchen. No, a guy bought it... Actually, he has got a kitchen. His name's Peter Norton. He owns Hard Rock Cafes in Las Vegas. Well, he had a closed bidding, and he would have gone up to £100,000, but nobody bid up. Can you imagine £100,000? And it was made out of a tea towel.
Is that right? Your sister made it?
Yeah, I mean, she helped me put it together, basically.
Well, all that money went to charity, didn't it?
Yeah, of course.
You're very positive.
Not always.
Right now, you seem to be a very...
I am.
You make decisions, I mean, and you turn down things. You say you need a manager. Is that right? You turn down $500,000 for a spread in OK magazine?
Oh, that's true, yes. Yeah.
And you've got a new single you're going to do for us now.
I am indeed.
You're going to do the new single?
It's called Mi Chico Latino.
Oh, is that a salsa number, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tapping into the Spanish in me, and it's about how we all, I think, want love. You know, we've experienced the love in our life, that special someone, and it's about that.
Yeah.
So you can be my Chico Latino.
Well, let's hope this does better than #2, and I've got a funny feeling it just might.
Oh,
will you thank this lovely lady, Geri Halliwell?
Thank you.
Geri. Thank you, Geri. Geri Halliwell, Mi Chico Latino.
¿Dónde está el hombre? Con fuego en la sangre. I've got a secret, I cannot keep it. It's just a whisper of a distant memory. Just a dream, or so it seems. Take me back to the place I'd rather be. You left the fire in my eyes that lightens up the darkest skies. I'm giving up, I'm letting go. I'll find my way. So take me back to my sweet la vida. Find my love, my dolce vita. Show me where I need to go. ¿Dónde está mi chico latino? La 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 la, ay 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 ay, la la la. Stolen moments, time is broken. My eyes are open to this lifelong mystery, and so I'll go with what I know. Take my chances and run with destiny. Now there's fire in my eyes. I break away and say goodbye. I'm free to be, I'm letting go. I'll find my way. So take me back to my sweet la vida. Find my love, my dolce vita. Show me where I need to go. ¿Dónde está mi chico latino? Ay, qué sueño dulce y pequeño. Yo no sé, pero no es un cuento. Mi corazón con tormento. Un chico latino te quiero o simplemente deseo. Yo lo sé, el camino es un sueño latino. Take me back to my sweet la vida. Find my love, my dolce vita. Show me where I need to go. ¿Dónde está mi chico latino? Take me back. Find my love, my dolce vita. Show me where I need to go. ¿Dónde está mi chico latino?
La chica latino. Oh, Jerry Howard, gentlemen, Jerry, and the gang.
Join Des again next Friday when his special guests will be